Hi, in this video we are going to talk about stuff, and by that we mean matter. What is matter? Well, it is stuff. What is stuff? That is particles. Let's take a look at the metal stuff on the tip of a pen. So when we got really zoomed in, almost to the end of the video, it looked like the metal stuff was made of many rows of something. I used the arrows there to show you where the rows can be seen. It turns out that those are many rows of small particles called atoms. The atom is the most basic unit we'll study in chemistry. When studying chemistry, we'll often have to draw particles on our own. Perhaps we'll have to draw a particle of gold, or oxygen, or water. But if we have to draw our own particles, what will they look like? We are going to use shapes and colors. The symbol we use is up to us, but if there is more than one type of stuff, we should make sure to use different symbols to tell them apart. For the smallest particles, the single atoms, we can use a single symbol, like these. Above are 4 different kinds of atoms. The blank circle is 1, the blank square is 1, the orange circle is 1, the blue square is 1. For particles with more than one atom stuck together, called molecules, we can use multiple symbols stuck together, like these. Above are 2 different kinds of molecules. One of them is 2 squares stuck together. One of them is 2 squares stuck to a green circle. So remember that metal stuff that was made up of rows upon rows of atoms. We saw that a couple slides back. Let's draw that arrangement using symbols. For this symbol, and usually our go-to symbol is a blank circle. So I'll draw what this looks like inside of this box. So I'm drawing 3 rows, right? I'm not drawing the whole thing, but 3 of the rows, I'm drawing them as stacks of atoms. The organized arrangement of the rows, that's what you see with substances that are solid. All of the stuff you see every day comes either as a solid, a liquid, or a gas. These are called states of matter. It turns out that each state of matter has a distinct arrangement of particles when drawn out. The ice in this dish is solid water. So if you were to zoom in to this ice, you would see that its particles are arranged in rows. You'll notice the particles are touching and there is a repeating pattern. So just like before with the metal stuff, if I was asked to draw out solid water, I'm going to use blank circles as my symbol because they're my go-to, and I'm going to draw neat rows of atoms stacked on top of each other. Liquids. The particles are touching, but there is no pattern. So in the picture there, we see that these atoms are touching, but there's no pattern necessarily, and they are moving around, sliding around each other. This is characteristic of a liquid. And if I was to draw out a liquid on my own, I would draw something like this. And when you draw this out, it's okay if some of the particles aren't touching. We will know what you mean. When it comes to gases, in gases the particles are not touching, and they are also not close together. There is no pattern arrangement either. So in this image to the right, we are seeing gases rise into that upper area of the picture. That is evaporated water. And if we were to draw those gases, we would draw particles spread apart, not close to each other, and in no particular pattern. That's all I have for this video. I hope it is helpful.